So first we mention three rules. Just plain one is e to the x. Derivative will be the function itself, e to the x. If you have any constant with x in the exponent, then you get e to the ax, but then again derivative of ax will be a, which is a chain rule, but it is good to remember as a form. If you have any other base, a to the x as a general base, then it will be a to the x natural log of a. We'll take more examples now. Let us take three examples. E to the 5x will go direct with this one. So then I have a is 5, so I put 5 and then e to the 5x. I'm done. Next, 13x goes with this one, a to the x. Your a is 13, so you write 13 to the x natural log of 13. Now 10 to the 2x, how I compare this one? Can you just think like, say that 10 squared is actually 100. Then you can keep your x as an exponent. So then you just write 100 to the x natural log of 100. Example 4. We see now two functions, one here, another here. So we need to apply product rule. So let me write my functions separated like this: x plus e to the x, then 10 to the x plus 3 is square root of x. Now derivative of this part will give me 1 plus e to the x. That one is giving me 10 to the x natural log of 10 plus 3 times, the square root of x is, we know already, 2 square root of x. Now we need to cross multiply, add together to get derivative. Done. Now first I write this way, then this way, or this way, then this way, doesn't matter. So then you will have x plus e to the x times 10 to the x natural log of 10 plus 3 over 2 square root of x, first part, plus, then we go other way, 1 plus e to the x, and then I have 10 to the x plus 3 square root of x. We are done for this derivative. Example 5, we have quotient form. Write 2x squared plus e to the 2x, and then we have square root of x minus 3. Take derivative, you get 4x plus 2 e to the 2x. You remember this one, we apply this form. And then derivative on this side will be 2 square root of x. Now since we are using quotient rule, this will be minus, this will be plus. So my numerator will come from this, and the denominator will be square root of x minus 3 squared. You just leave it this way, you don't have to simplify. Now what happens in the top? We get 4x plus 2 e to the 2x times square root of x minus 3, and then minus the other part. We have 1 over 2 square root of x, and then 2x squared plus e to the 2x, and you just leave it there. So you are done with the quotient rule. We'll take one more example for the chain rule. Example 6. We have to take derivative of e to the square root of x squared plus 3x minus 9. So this one first goes with this form. So e to the x. So derivative of e to the x is e to the x. So whatever we see, just write it here. 3x minus 9. Now I need to take the derivative of entire thing here, which is not x. So we are taking derivative basically square root of x type. So that one we know, 1 over 2 square root of whatever I see there. X squared plus 3x minus 9. And then again I have to take derivative of inside, which is, you can write in the top if you want. Yes, it will be multiplied, so that will give you 2x plus 3, and you are done.